A Letter to the President by Evelyn Raquel Delgado Marrero. Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you. Matthew 7, verse 7. In 1951, my father was called to serve in the United States Army. He had just moved his family from Puerto Rico to New York City in search of better living conditions. His family consisted of a wife and 3 young children, the oldest being 3 years old and the youngest only a few months old. He had just found a job working as an auto paint technician. He made repairs to vehicles that had been in collisions, and being somewhat of a perfectionist, he became very skilled at his job. He was earning a good amount of money. When he received the letter asking him to report for active duty, life was in an uproar. Mom was living in a new country, learning a new language, and dealing with 3 little children. On top of that, she had to find a way to earn a living to sustain the family if her husband was not going to be there. So, her mom came to live with her to help with the children while she worked as a seamstress. Life had suddenly become very hard for her. My mother was a very determined and resourceful woman. She confided in God's promises. She asked my father's boss to write a letter indicating that he was an essential person at his job. She asked the pastor of the church to write a letter indicating that he was an outstanding member of the church. She wrote a letter herself addressed to President Truman, asking him to please return her husband to her and her children, since he was the main source of income for the family, and explaining her predicament. She attached the other 2 letters and sent them to the White House. Her family and her church prayed that the letter would be well received and answered favorably. My father spent 3 months in the Army learning the skills needed to be in the radio communications division. He was a quick learner, with a preference for working with electronic equipment, and he enjoyed solving problems. His superiors were pleased with his progress and had plans for him. Although he missed his family, he had resigned himself to staying in the Army to fulfill the required time. Meanwhile, my mom's letters were working in the hearts of the officials, and God's hand intervened. 3.5 months after he was called to join the Army, he was given an honorable discharge from the U.S. Army to come home and be with his family. This experience helped my mother confront many seemingly impossible situations in life by claiming God's promises. The promise is there for us too. Do not hesitate. He is just waiting for us to ask so that he can bestow his blessing.